Situation report, and it is a grim one. In July, Russia fired more missiles at Ukraine than in any month of this war. It closed the month with a barrage on Kyiv on the 1st of August. 35 missiles, 27 of them ballistic, and 185 Shahed drones in a single night. 9 people were killed, more than 30 were wounded. Rescue crews pulled 105 people out of damaged buildings. That is the record this file is about tonight, and there is one number inside it that explains all the others. Here is that number. Of the 27 ballistic missiles fired at Kyiv that night, Ukraine shot down exactly 1. Not because a battery failed, because the stockpile is spent. President Zelensky said it plainly, and I am going to read it exactly as he said it because the sentence is the whole story. Only 1 ballistic missile was shot down tonight simply because there are no missiles for the Patriots. No missiles for the Patriots. Hold on to that line because everything else tonight bends around that one empty shelf. Now the scale, and a word on how this desk counts. 2 outlets tallied July's missile fire from the same Ukrainian Air Force data and landed on 2 different totals. ABC News counted 381 missiles of all types. A separate AFP analysis put it at 376. This file will not blend those into one tidy average because they are 2 honest counts of the same month, and you deserve to see both. 381 by ABC, 376 by AFP. Either way, it is a wartime record, more than double what Russia fired in June at a rate of just over 12 a day. So why does one empty shelf decide a whole month of headlines? Physics. A ballistic missile comes down from the edge of space at several times the speed of sound, and only one system in Ukraine's inventory can reliably stop it: the American-made Patriot. Not the drone interceptors, not the older batteries, the Patriot. And the interceptors it fires are expensive, they are slow to build, and Ukraine cannot manufacture them itself. When that shelf runs dry, there is no domestic factory to refill it. That is not a morale problem, crew. It is a supply problem, and supply is a decision that somebody, somewhere, makes. And here is where that supply decision got made, hours before the barrage. President Trump walked back his own pledge to give Ukraine a license to build its own Patriot missiles. His words, exactly. We have not agreed to that. We're talking about it, but it's a hard thing to give away that kind of technology. Now set those 2 things on one board. The one weapon that can stop what is killing Kyiv's civilians, and the license to build it, pulled back in the same news cycle as the barrage. The shelf is empty, and the key to the factory just went back in the drawer. Fair shake, because the record has another column. Ukraine is not only absorbing this. That same stretch, its drones reach deep into Russian territory, striking oil refineries and the airbase that houses Russia's strategic bombers, hundreds of miles past the border. So this is not a helpless country waiting to be hit. It is a country that can reach out and touch the war's supply lines, but cannot, right now, defend its own skies from the one thing it most needs to stop. The offense it can build, the shield it cannot. That asymmetry, crew, is the shape of the war tonight. So here is the after action, and it is short. A record month of missiles, an empty Patriot shelf, and in the same news cycle, the license to refill it walked back. Those are not 3 stories, crew. They are one story, with a beneficiary and a cost. The beneficiary is a ballistic campaign that now meets almost nothing on the way down. The cost landed on 9 families in Kyiv on the 1st of August, and on the 105 people crews dug out of the rubble. Watch the shelves, not the statements. When the interceptors run out and the factory stays locked, the next barrage already knows the answer. That is the file. I'm Mark, and this is Pixel Politics.